What if I told you a city was built, not by hands, but by music? Stick around. This story has gods, revenge, and a twist that even Olympus didn't see coming. Welcome, myth lovers, wanderers of legend and lore. You've just stepped into Myth or Real, the channel where ancient myths are reborn, legends breathe again, and history's whispers are turned into epic tales. Today, we're diving deep into the tragic and fascinating story of two forgotten heroes of Greek mythology, Zethus and Amphion. Twin brothers, born of a mortal queen and a god, united by blood, divided by fate. Before we dive in, if you enjoy mythological stories told like epic movies, drop a like, subscribe, it costs you nothing, but it helps this channel more than you can imagine. Also, I want to know your mythological favorites. Is it kings, warriors, demons, angels, or beasts from the dark corners of legend? Drop a comment below. Now, turn the lights down. Let the past come alive. This is the story of Zethus and Amphion. In the ancient city of Thebes, where gods once walked among mortals and oracles whispered truths and riddles, a woman named Antiope bore twin sons, but their birth was shrouded in shame. Antiope had been seduced, or perhaps violated, by Zeus himself, who came to her in the form of a satyr. When she became pregnant, her father Nycteus, the king of Thebes, could not bear the disgrace. He handed her over to his brother Lycus, who ruled Thebes after him. Lycus's wife, Dirce, a woman of merciless cruelty, kept Antiope imprisoned, beaten and humiliated for years. But one day, Antiope escaped, worn and wild from years of suffering. She wandered the lands until, by fate, she stumbled upon a pastoral scene. Two shepherds tending their flocks in the green hills of Mount Cithaeron. They were strong and young, brothers, twins, one with a lyre slung over his shoulder, the other with a sling at his side. Their names? Zethus and Amphion. Though they had never known their mother, a strange connection sparked between them. When Antiope told her story, the truth dawned on the brothers. They were the sons of a goddess-born queen, and they had a destiny. Zethus, the warrior, man of the earth, of action, strong, passionate, quick to anger. He trained with spear and stone, his hands calloused from labor. Amphion, the artist, his soul wove music that tamed wild beasts and calmed storms. With a single pluck of his lyre, the air itself would weep. Two halves of a whole, might and mind, muscle and music. They returned to Thebes with one goal, vengeance. Dirce was seized and bound. In a twist of poetic justice, the twins tied her to the horns of a wild bull, letting her be dragged and torn, just as she had torn their mother's spirit for years. But their vengeance did not end there. The brothers stormed Thebes, deposing King Lycus, and declared themselves rulers. Yet, with Thebes in ruins, they needed to rebuild. And here, Amphion revealed the true magic of his music. Legend tells that Amphion played his lyre, and the stones moved. Not metaphorically, literally. Boulders rose into the air, danced, and arranged themselves into walls. Tower by tower, wall by wall. Thebes was rebuilt not with sweat and stone, but with harmony and sound. Zethus laughed. "Let others lift stones," he said. "My brother sings cities into being." This was Thebes reborn, a city of music and might, ruled by two kings, equal in blood, yet so different in soul. But peace is a fragile thing in myth. Zethus married Thebe, the woman for whom the city was named. Fierce, clever, she matched his fire. Amphion, in contrast, fell for Niobe, a queen of unmatched beauty and pride. Niobe bore him 14 children. Some say 12, others 18. Either way, a number great enough to make even gods take notice. And that was the problem. Niobe, drunk on pride, dared to mock Leto, mother of the twin gods Apollo and Artemis. "Why worship her?" Niobe scoffed. "When I have more children, and they are more beautiful?" Her arrogance was fatal. Apollo and Artemis descended like shadows at dusk. In a storm of divine wrath, they slew every child, boys by Apollo, girls by Artemis. In some versions, 1 or 2 children survived. In others, none. Amphion, devastated, tried to storm Apollo's temple in a rage, but was struck down by the god himself. Some say he killed himself, others that he was turned to stone, weeping silently for eternity. Zethus, overcome with grief for his brother, fell into despair. His own son had died earlier. And now, with Amphion gone, the heart of the city seemed to vanish too. He too would die shortly after. Whether from heartbreak, battle, or curse, the myth doesn't say. And so, the twin kings of Thebes, born of the same womb, shaped by pain and purpose, were both lost to tragedy. But their legacy lived on. Amphion's music became a symbol of divine inspiration, of art's power to build, to calm, and to destroy. Zethus, a symbol of passion, justice, and the force of human will. Together, they are rarely remembered, but they built Thebes. Not Cadmus, not Oedipus. Zethus and Amphion laid its first true stones. And now, I turn it over to you. What do you think? Was Amphion's gift a blessing or a curse? Was Zethus too harsh or just righteous? And more importantly, who's your favorite type of mythological character? Warriors, kings, demons, angels, beasts? Let me know in the comments. I read every one. If you enjoyed this mythic tale, give it a like. Hit that subscribe button. It helps more than you know, and it's completely free. You've been watching Myth or Real, where legends live forever. Until next time, stay curious, and remember, even the forgotten can echo through eternity.